I let AI plan my meals, write my texts, and fix my resume for 6 months. I felt like an absolute genius. But last week, a friend asked me for some basic life advice, and my mind was literally blank without a chat window open. Today, I'm exposing the quiet psychological trap erasing our actual personalities, and the one brutal rule you must apply right now to get your brain back. If you've noticed that weird brain fog creeping in lately and you want out of the matrix, hit subscribe. Let's get into it. Chapter 1: The Lazy Reflex. You know exactly how it starts. You need to send an awkward text to cancel plans, or maybe you're staring at a blank cover letter. The thought of figuring out the right words feels exhausting. So you open the app, you type a lazy half assed prompt, and boom. 3 seconds later, a perfectly polite, entirely fake response pours out. The rush of relief is insane. You just skip the awkwardness. You think, damn, this is a literal superpower. Chapter 2: The Sea of Slop. But then, you look around the internet right now. Scroll Reddit. Read the comments on a YouTube video. Look at Instagram. Half the shit you see is just soulless, plastic, generated garbage. Everyone is calling it slop. And the scary part is, we're all getting used to it. You thought you were just using a tool to save 5 minutes, but slowly, that tool became your default setting for everyday life. You aren't expressing yourself anymore. Chapter 3: But everyone is doing it. Wait, isn't this just normal now though? If everyone else is using AI to sound smarter or get things done faster, and I don't, I'm just playing at a disadvantage. That right there is the rationalization that keeps you locked in. You tell yourself you're just keeping up, but the dopamine hit of watching a machine instantly fix your problems is addictive. It fires the same reward centers as a slot machine. Zero effort, shiny payout. Your brain loves it. Chapter 4: The Friction Famine. But it helps me relax. It's not hurting anyone. Sure, it saves you an hour on a Sunday. But what happens when you actually need to form an original opinion? You start second guessing yourself. You reach for your phone to ask a bot what you should think about a movie you just watched. You are quietly outsourcing your own mental friction. And here's the brutal truth: friction is the only thing that actually builds a sharp, interesting mind. Chapter 5: So I can never use it again. No, I'm not saying you need to throw your phone in a lake and go off the grid, but you have to look at what this constant offloading does to your brain chemistry. When you bypass the struggle of figuring things out, you fry your natural curiosity. Why would your brain ever spend an hour digging into a topic when it knows a magic button exists? It's a biological race to the bottom. You are training yourself to give up at the first sign of effort. Chapter 6: The Imposter Creep. That's when the weird identity drift hits. You look at the texts you send, the emails you write, the jokes you drop in the group chat. Yeah, they sound clever, but they are completely hollow. They lack your grit, your weird little quirks, the messy human soul that makes you you. You start feeling this quiet imposter syndrome. You get praised for something you didn't even come up with. And instead of feeling proud, you just feel empty inside. Chapter 7: Quitting will make life harder. Wouldn't stopping just make everything take longer and make me miserable? Here's the reality about that fear: the convenience you feel right now is a fake high. You're inflating how much you get done while degrading your actual ability to think. True satisfaction doesn't come from getting the answer instantly, it comes from the messy process of finding it. When you steal the struggle from yourself, you steal the reward. That's why you feel numb. Chapter 8: The 2-0 Minute Rule. Other people automate their whole lives though, right? Yeah, let them. Let them become mindless, boring clones. You have to introduce friction back into your life on purpose. Start with a simple physical boundary. The 20-minute rule. If you have a problem, an email, or a decision, you have to spend 20 solid minutes thinking about it completely on your own before you're allowed to open that magic tab. Feel the frustration, sit in it. Chapter 9: Rebuilding the Muscle. At first, it's going to suck. You'll stare at the wall and realize how much you've relied on an algorithm to do your heavy lifting. But if you hold out, your brain actually starts to wake back up. The fog lifts. You'll remember how to connect dots on your own. You'll find the right words, and they will actually sound like you. Rebuilding that mental endurance is the only way to survive an internet that is getting faker by the minute. Chapter 10: Don't automate your soul. AI is a fantastic tool for the meaningless, busy work. Use it for the mundane shit that truly doesn't matter. But your thoughts, your creativity, your unique way of navigating the world, that is the absolute core of who you are. Reclaiming your mind means taking back the hard work. Close the tab, take a deep breath, trust yourself enough to think for yourself. Don't automate your soul.